Okay, now we're going to do part 10, and this will be the last part of how the Scots invented the modern world. So here's another guy of Scots descent, Ronald Reagan, with his wife Nancy Reagan. And he was a governor, he's Scots, Irish, English. He is the governor of Ireland, and of California, and he made it rich. See, regular modern Americans living around today, you don't know what America was like. You got like this idea, oh, everything stinks and America's racist. That's all BS, programmed into you from the public schools. America's by far the greatest country that ever existed on the planet. And now it's being destroyed by, the billionaire perverts. And here's a great quote by Ronald Reagan. Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. Or one day we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like in the United States when men were free. Yeah, that's what's right. Now, like here I am, I'm an old man in my 60s, and I look around and I'm like, oh my God, the public grade schools are castrating children, and they call it gender affirming surgery. Just because you give it a BS euphemism doesn't mean it's completely morally wrong. It's insane. It's beyond crazy. It's insane. Our food supply is diffusely contaminated with estrogenic chemicals to feminize the men and turn them into a bunch of wimps, to confuse children about their genders. It's not by accident. It's on purpose. It's in your tap water. It's in all the processed food. Okay, President Ronald Reagan and Nancy. And I think he went hypotensive because when he had all that blood loss, dropped his pressure, he hypoperfused his brain. And I got that idea from Jack Delatorre, the guy who came up with the vascular hypoperfusion theory of dementia. That's what he wrote about Reagan. I think he was right. Okay, here's Dolly Parton. She's of Scottish and Welsh descent. And there's also, I think, Jimmy Rogers. The great old songs like The Gambler and stuff like that. Okay, now here's Hank Williams Jr., and he's great too. I mean, he's as good as his old man. He's fantastic. I think the greatest country music album of all time is right here. Well, this is All My Rowdy Friends Have Settled Down. My favorite one is The Pressure Is On. Man, was that a great album. I used to listen to that backwards and forwards all the time when I was in college. There were all these country guys that were recruited to Stanford as wrestlers. That's when I learned all about country music. We loved it. We played it in practice all the time. Here's Chris Christopherson, Vietnam vet, Rhodes Scholar, country music singer, songwriter, Scottish descent. So what I'm trying to say is, when you think of a Scottish man, you think of a smart, talented, competent guy. All right, now here's Mel Gibson, one of the greatest actors of all time. He's done, Braveheart's his best movie, but he had lots of good movies. The Patriot was a great movie. He was great in Hamlet. He was great in some other movies too. Okay, now here's John McDougall, the greatest doctor who ever lived. He's a Scots-Irish guy. And here's another Scottish descent man I think you know very well, the leader of VetSource, the best YouTube channel for nutrition and health. So, there it is. A lot of, high-achieving, good Scottish men. So that concludes this summary of how the Scots invented the modern world. And for a country of 5 million, they did on a per capita basis, I think, more than any other country in the whole world. If you take a per capita basis, they achieved more than any other country in the whole world that I'm aware of.